Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Welcome back to Orwell. We're starting to piece together this web that started with Cassandra Watergate. We now know her parents were very wealthy pharmaceutical entrepreneurs, and she was accused of attacking this police officer, but there was really no evidence that linked her to this that we could find. She was represented by this guy named Joseph Langley in the case. And we've since come to know that her and Joseph Langley have more of a romantic relationship, let's say. So there's something going on there. The thing is that the parents don't know. The parents do not know about this relationship. Somebody accused the parents of having maybe influenced the outcome of the case in favor of Cassandra. But we had to make a decision, basically uploading to the database either that the case was closed due to lack of evidence or that the accused might have influenced the outcome on part of the family. So I said there was no evidence. I'm trying to stay like impartial and try not to make like emotional decisions, but who knows? Maybe we're wrong. We're only going based off what we know. So let's go back here. We now have something called a timeline, I guess. Interesting. We've gone into projects already. We've read through all of this because this was previously linked. So I'm not sure why it's still showing here with the star, but let's go into the timeline. Okay, status. You're invited to tea inside the rabbit hole. Cassandra Watergate, pop artist and free thinker, birthday. Here we go. Oh, this is like a Facebook thing. Timeline. Cassandra's timeline. Okay, so now we've got her date of birth. This is good. 1992. We know what some of her interests are, so we could probably upload that into maybe something like activities. Yeah, probably it'll go in activities. Has an interest in art, music, and activism. Art, music, and activism. What a lineup, yeah? You're right about that. Actually goes into personality. Okay. Place of residence, NA. We still don't know her address. That'll obviously be pretty important to find out if we ever want to send anybody to visit her. So we know she likes the Targets. I guess that's a band. Painting, Alice in Wonderland, and My Cat Kikiko. Now, Alice in Wonderland, we've seen a reference to this on her own personal website, I believe. Her portfolio. Colorful inhabitant of Wonderland, right behind the rainbow. So she's obviously got like an affinity towards the kind of fantastical or wonderful kind of world that is Alice in Wonderland. Kind of whimsical, you know. Cassandra Watergate posted on March 1st, 2017, 11:01. Woohoo, my first day of freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Pharma. All right. What? Who's gonna pay for your stuff now? Mommy and Daddy won't like this. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money, more than enough to pay all my bills. Don't you worry about me. I always find it interesting that people like post this kind of stuff on social networks, like especially stuff like this, like, oh, my art's got me lots of money. It's very bizarre. Okay, so this was March. Now, this was a couple months earlier. Despised puppets of the state. You have finally managed to destroy us entirely. There's nothing left to do but to congratulate you. These are my personal wishes to you from the deepest abyss of my heart. Fuck all of your government lackeys. Most painfully, Cassandra. So we know she has an interest in art, music, and activism. She's been involved in rallies. She was at the rally where the police officer got assaulted. She obviously opposes the government. That's pretty plain to see. Doesn't make a good picture of her. Simons is saying, well, Miss Watergate, we aren't too fond of you either. All right, sweetie, what's the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You got to get out from time to time. You'd feel much better. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again, I cannot deal with this right now. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about my best friend, no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, that's in the past now. Uh-oh. So we have a conflicting update. So broken friendship. There's a conflict with an unknown data chunk. So let's find the unknown. Change status on August 22nd, 2016. In a relationship with Joseph Langley. So we know this already. I guess her parents don't ever check this. Because... yeah. So we've already kind of known that. But it's a bit sketchy. Let's find out more about this relationship with Mary before we decide what to put in here. Okay, it looks like we've got a picture now that we can kind of lift. Let's see if we can update. Oh, maybe not. Oh, this is a clickable link. All right. The Beholder actually wrote about me being freaking redeemed of this shit, but surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? Nationalbeholder.tna. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. This is probably just going to link here, which we've already seen. I'm a bit surprised that I cannot upload a photo of him when we clearly have it, but let's see what else. At least you're redeemed now. I want to blow off some steam together with a little late night shopping tour. Not today. I have a date this evening. Oh, who's the lucky one? And then you see here that she posted 12 days later that she's in a relationship with the guy. After the trial was done. Weird. Case closed, and then the posting about the case being closed. Congratulations, never had any doubt. She seems nice, like she's like being a supportive friend. Kiddo, you're my heroine in both the heroic and the drug way. 1,000 cams in the plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and to mislead the people into believing false promises. Cams for safety, one big lie. Juliet says, well, I'm so happy for you. I knew everything would be okay in the end. Shall we have an awesome Cassandra Freedom Party on my birthday? Thanks, guys. I'm so happy. I'm sure you heard the load fall off my mind. Yeah, I'll totally write an article for our blog, and of course, I'm so in. Now we keep going back. Another photo, I guess. I don't know if it's important to keep updating these photos, but I mean, we might as well have the options, right? We're seeing all different kinds of views of her. The concert was amazing. So amazing. I just had to give my hair a little makeover. So without further ado, how do you like it? I guess this is what she went when she went blue. So that was quite a while ago. Oh my God, what happened to your beautiful hair? Why didn't you ask me for going to a stylist? We could have gone together. Oh, that's embarrassing. Cassie's going punk. Did mommy and daddy agree with that? Looks nice. It's a whole new you. You also need a new name then. What about Cassarthus? That's clever, me likey. So henceforth, Cassandra shall be known to the world as Cassarthus. That's the spirit, kiddo. And I'd like to invite you to our little activist group if you want to join us. It would be nice to have you with us for the protest on the Freedom Plaza on Friday. We know how that goes. So, Harrison O'Donnell is another contact. Let's upload this. An activist group? Is there anything more specific? Not yet. We'll go into the listener in a second. I just want to finish this page. Now, is this really an alias? I guess it could be. Cassarthus? Like, could be anything. Like, what's the downside? It's her friend Juliet that just says, oh, we're gonna name you Cassarthus. All right. Let's see. Just discovered this hot new band, The Targets. Man, do they rock hard. They're playing a concert in the Cell next week. Who's coming along? Punk's not really my style. Sorry, Cass. Can't we just go see Cherry Cheeks? You can see her and Mary are kind of drifting apart a little bit. They're not just some punks. Their lead singer's a real cutie, and they have this cool guitarist girl. Plus, they've got a message. What's not to like? No, sorry, it's just not for me. Bah, all right, you're the only one missing out then. I'll have them all for myself. All right, so here we go. Ooh la la, oui oui no. Having an amazing shopping tour with my Mary, the best friend of all times. You really should consider paying a visit to your hairstylist soon, darling. Well, that is what happens when you do my hair. All right, so this is back in April. Okay, they're super, super close. You can kind of see like she started to change. She's becoming more like punk rock or whatever. This girl's like, not really into it. Who are you dating, right? And then up here, she's like, we haven't hung out in ages. They've kind of drifted apart. And She's had a little bit of a freak out here, which is understandable, but does that mean that... I don't know. I'm really sorry they still care about my friend, my best friend, no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder, but in this case, that's in the past. I think these guys have probably had a lot of history, and I'm gonna actually choose to upload the fact that they are best friends. Because I don't see anything that would say, like maybe they had a spat, that's fine, but I don't see anybody that would replace her just yet. Maybe she starts getting closer with this Harrison guy, I don't know. Or maybe she starts to become closer with this Juliet, I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that Mary was her best friend. How sweet. Yeah, you're right. All right, so now, since she got invited by Harrison, let's go into the listener here. That seems to have triggered something. Oh, there's another session with Joseph Langley. Okay. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Here we go. Yeah, don't remind me. You know I have a history with that place. Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and now I was there just moments before this happened. Oh, I should never have gone to that damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not to me. Okay, so she's there every day, so it's not necessarily a coincidence. I was so happy when Goldfels accepted me into thought. I desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. I don't know what Goldfels are. Co-member of Thought. She's a member of Thought. We don't know this group. I guess it's that activist group, maybe? Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest, then you never would have been wrongfully indicted, and then we never would have met. Yeah, and I wouldn't have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You're not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Ka-ching. That's supposed to be my credit card in the cash register? Something like that, I guess. I hope you like Chateau Margaux. Great. So you decide to bankrupt me. She's going crazy with this credit card. Yes, sir. Always ready to pull the money out of innocent pockets. Anyway, I got the good stuff. Now I'm headed to my handsome boyfriend, Joseph, for dinner. Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule and I can't postpone it. You've got to be kidding me. I'm very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. Uh-oh. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment every fucking where. How can you constantly do this to me, darling? Just please. Who calls people darling? Joseph. Have you taken your Methorin? Oh, shit. Yes, damn it. We read about all these drugs that her parents created, their company, right? Is that the only thing that matters to you, that I'm on my fucking happy pills all day? Darling, please, there's nothing like that and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. Okay, these guys are going through an issue. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh, no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now? To be fair, Cassie, all this money that you're spending is caused by him. So maybe you should relax a little bit. I get it, I'm just not an important client anymore. Going home now, just in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Session closed. Okay. Number 1, she's taken Methorin, so that's important. That'll probably link back to that article that we read. Yeah, see? What's this Methorin? Can you look that up for me? Yes, I can. I know where that is. We know that they're together, but we already know this, right? So this is just, yeah, it's already in there. But there's apparently multiple ways to find this information. So she's in this member of Thought, which is, I guess, probably that activist group that Harrison invited her to. An activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe that's what influenced her. And who is Goldfels? Yeah, I don't know who Goldfels is. We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Okay, well, first thing we need to do is go back here. We're gonna look at the products and find Methrin, antidepressant. So she's depressive. And this is happening live, so that does kind of talk to the way that she's feeling. I wonder if her adverse attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. I mean, I don't know. Perhaps emotions were high if she's reliant on this medication. The one thing we need to put, looking at what you've extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. I will indicate that to law enforcement. All right. I want to upload the fact right here. Catching a bus from there every day. Meaning her presence after there before the bombing could be a coincidence after all. I'll reserve my thoughts until you find more evidence. Okay, so I hope that didn't mess anything up, because if I didn't include that first, he said he was going to go to the authorities, but they'll have all this information anyways, so. All right. So there's something going on in here in the projects. Oh, it's because we have all these links up top. Let's find out who's behind this. Robert Blaine. Remarkable visionary as unmatched leader, is a member of the party in the 4th generation. When the surprising death of the previous leader of the party, Mrs. Goddard, left behind a powerful vacuum, it was the young Robert Blaine who stepped up and was elected as the new head unanimously. Just as in this exemplary case, Mr. Blaine will take initiative whenever possible, is sure not to relent until the party's ambitious goals have been achieved. Arthur Scott Gallagher, Secretary of Economy and Trade. Mr. Gallagher, one of the most seasoned members of the party, is in charge of the Ministry of Economy and Trade. As such, he is directly responsible for reduced tax levels for big and medium-sized corporations, as well as the resulting decline of the unemployment rate. Catherine Delacroix, we've seen this name like 3 times now. She's the Secretary of Security. The Ministry of Security, dedicated to the purpose of improving the nation's safety on the interior, was formed directly after the elections in 2009. Just as originally proposed by Catherine Delacroix. Mrs. Delacroix was subsequently granted the position of the first Secretary of Security. She's best known for the inception of the Safety Bill, elevating security standards in the country to a new level. Peter Faulkner, Secretary of Defense. The Commander-in-Chief of the nation's forces does not tire to stress the importance of stability of the nation's neighboring countries. To that end, Mr. Faulkner created the Parges peacekeeping mission, which played a key role in the prevention of terrorist activity occurring on the nation's soil. And that's down here. Okay. So that's when they called out the retreat of the troops, and then the new party that came in sent them right back. Okay. What positions are here? Our 5 pillars for a great nation. What do these guys believe in? Safety and security. We firmly believe in strict safety regulations and mechanisms to preserve the life and well-being of every individual. Economy and commerce. A strong economy equals a strong society. This is why we thrive for constant healthy growth. Values and tradition. Our cultural origins, as well as the significance of family and communal life, must be cherished. Gating immigration from and intervening in foreign countries is a necessity to uphold law and order in our own. Education and health. Rock-solid education and healthcare systems are the foundations of a great future. And if we wanted to participate, many ways that we can contribute to the nation's success, becoming involved with the party is a huge one. If you're willing to give your all for a brighter future of the nation and consequently all of the world, come and join us. Find out how. We can donate. Party is always grateful for donations of any amount. Your gift will directly help the party to continue its course to build a stable, safe, and positively conservative nation. You can volunteer, support a local group of volunteers to get in touch with the nation's leaders and champion the topics that matter the most to you and your family. Become a member. Being a member of the party is a life-altering calling, as you will represent the party in political matters on a communal or national level. Get in touch and apply to us. And you can join the Army of the Nation. It's a big promoter of direct service to the homeland. If you think you have it in you and to defend the freedom of the nation in foreign countries and help stabilize them, get enlisted now. Okay. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so. Let's close out our photo here. Now this guy, do we have any information? I don't think so. So here are the parents. We don't know Goldfell's either. This group called Thought. It's very strange. Crime rates keep dropping. Okay, so we need to assess her attitude towards the assault or violence in general. Huh. It's cool how it has like a list of things that we're kind of working on. Attitude towards the assault or violence in general. So maybe her timeline page? Any new updates here? We know about that. She's pretty salty here. Maybe that was something that could have shown. She's kind of all over the place. Like, she's super happy and then she's super upset and whatever. So if we can't find it on her timeline, where else could we find it? Maybe in her portfolio? Any recent updates? Doesn't look like it. I wonder... Is there anything in here that we could link to? I don't think so. We've already submitted this. Maybe we should just try and submit this other alias. I guess it can't hurt, right? This is going to show us a couple of things. She was in contact with Juliet Carrington and had an alias name suggested by somebody, whether or not she actually uses it. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, I gotta upload this to the right profile. Oh, we found something. An alias name. You know, people on the web, so many names, so many identities. It's always good to record every alias, then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they're using them. Okay, fair enough. Here we go, the Thought. Ah, so that's probably the name that's gonna link her to the group. Fair enough. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. The thoughts are free. Welcome to the Thought blog. Pick an entry below. Freedom is unfree. Thought must change direction. Archived, 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 archived. Well, let's start from the beginning. Are the thoughts still free? Oh. The article's private. Due to the privacy settings on this blog, archived articles are only available from direct links, not from the front page. Sorry, ask admin of the blog to provide you with a direct link if you're interested in an archived article. That's weird. So then we're only gonna have access to this one, right? Let's just double check another. Yep. Freedom is unfree. Oh, that looks kind of familiar. Published in September 2016 by Catharsis. Articles 1, registered since September of 2016. Last login, April. Contact the Cassie 1992. This is the one. All right, well, that confirms it. She is using the name. It's cams everywhere, even at the Freedom Plaza. Is it just me, or is that just a little bit, I don't know, like ironic? You probably all know me as either that blue-haired punk bitch, stupid cunt, or anti-governmental terrorist. These are some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. That was just because in the middle of the chaos, someone believed to have seen me hurting a police officer. Never even occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We've always been against violence. Okay, and this conflicts with something, so let's go on. One would assume that in an age where there are cams everywhere, it should be easy to prove whether I was at all involved or not, but it wasn't. It took weeks of investigative custody to figure out that the cam footage was actually not clearly showing anything at all. Which raises the question, why are there so many cams in the first place? The answer is intimidation. You keep calm, quiet, and careful when there are cameras around, which is true. Or you fear that there are cameras where you cannot see. When found in this blog years ago, Abraham predicted pretty much this for all of the web. Now this is probably a link into one of the previous articles, and now it's in our real lives too. We've been brought to the Freedom Memorial since we were kids at school. We were told lavish tales about the founders of the nation, told to show national pride, and I know what you're thinking now, this thing is damn ugly. What is that donut even? The Let Freedom Ring? But the statement behind this ridiculously enormous heap of stones should be clear. In the middle of the Capitol, there's a symbol of freedom. Comprehensible symbolism for everyone, isn't it? With cameras there, this is now the plaza of unfreedom, if anything at all. Now, no comments, but this is saying we were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We've always been against violence. And I'm guessing our thoughts still free. So I think this is like the first one. March in 2012? I propose to consider the question, are our thoughts still free? While this might seem to be a surprising question in our current world of ever-growing digital surveillance, freedom of thought is no longer self-evident. Dear reader, there is a the German folk song. No. And this is Goldfels. The thoughts are free. It goes like this. And there were it was the first three stanzas or whatever that were sent to the police. Either before or after the bombing, we can check, but like right around the bombing. Thoughts are free, who can guess them? They fly by like nocturnal shadows. No man can know them, no hunter can shoot them. With powder and lead, thoughts are free. I think what I want and what delights me, still always reticent, and as it is suitable. My wish and desire no one can deny me, and so will always be, thoughts are free. And if I'm thrown into the darkest dungeon, all these are futile works, because my thoughts tear all gates and walls apart. Thoughts are free. When I was still young, long before I immigrated to the nation in 1993, I believed this to be a universal truth, that there are no borders for thoughts and no rules for what is or what is not allowed to be thought. This was not because I thought people should be so tolerant, not at all. Instead, I simply held it dear that nobody except for ourselves really knows what is going on in our heads until we choose to reveal it. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind. If the increasing interconnectedness of humans via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and brain of our society, and there is an institution that is capable of monitoring every bit stream of it, how can thought still be free? Is it not likely that we will communicate only under great mental reservation to hold on to our knowledge, which means as a final consequence we will stop thinking? When I think of the increasingly aggressive operations of the surveillance machinery in the nation, I truly fear the answer to this question. This is why I created this blog. I want to encourage alternatives to the total control and safety bigotry of this digital world. Yours sincerely, Goldfels. Now, a guest wrote on this saying, "Hey Goldfels, interesting name by the way. I just stumbled upon your new blog and that's some truth you tell there. The web was born in the sense of the ultimate freedom to be who you want to be, express yourself, wasn't it? Now the gov has come to threaten this with the real name policies and shit. Save your IP so they can look up who you are. So you don't say anything wrong, possibly. About time you did something. Well, if you didn't have one before, you've just gained yourself your first follower." Goldfels then replies, saying, "Frankly, I'm surprised to find someone here at all. I thought nobody would ever find this blog at all. Thank you so much for your kind words, and yes, I'm very delighted to have a first follower." And then this is guest again. So this is March, this is February. "Hello admin, I like your things too. Could you but now even more? To get a service on search engine optimization independent, others get clicks and more money for you, now use." That was weird. Okay, Goldfels. He's written 5 articles. He's the administrator. Now, it still doesn't seem possible to upload these photos for whatever reason. Still not 100% sure why that is. Maybe because that's not the main person that we're investigating. So now if we go back to her timeline, look at this. She just posted this. Finally, someone who's had the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Oh man. That's not looking good. why would you post that? There are thousands of cameras pointing to a target and the big bang still happens. I haven't laughed at this like this for ages. What now, Mrs. Delacroix? Really, Cassie? You laugh at people being killed? Are you out of your mind? Exactly. This is ridiculous. So now we have a decision. Do we say this conflict here, we were there because we wanted a peaceful protest and we've always been against violence, which I get. However, in her timeline now, and this is a more recent post, right? So this was on September 2016, and this was just recent, April 2017. So she's changed, right? And even if I look down here at these dates, case closed, so she just finished her case in August, and then she's dating this guy August 10th, August 22nd, and then shortly thereafter, so look, between August 22nd and January 9th or 29th, she didn't post anything for like half a year. But what she did post in that timeline was, let me show you. Boom, this she posted in September 2016 and then went like radio silence till January. Something's happened in here that's totally changed her opinion of things. And I think we're gonna upload this. I suspected as much. Seems we're looking at the right person. We may be. I don't know if she did it herself, though. That's the thing. But she certainly seems to be condoning the actions, which is ridiculous. All right. So what we found so far is good. Is all good and interesting. But I think we should be searching for something a little bit more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Okay. So we've got more listener stuff. I'll tell you what. We're gonna pause here. And when we come back, we'll dive into the listener here and listen in on the conversation that she's having. But this is super cool. Especially being able to tie like some of the timelines together. It's really fun. And like you feel like you're actually investigating a lot of this stuff, you know? I don't understand why I can't really, you know, upload these guys' names or anything like that. It seems we can only work on Cassandra. I guess my justification for it right now, until I'm told otherwise, is that we can only update this stuff for like an active suspect, not for their associates for whatever reason. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the next one. Wish me luck. Take care. Bye.